Hey YouTube. No one ever chooses to be a drug addict. They choose to do drugs. They choose to party. They choose to do all these things. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about their lives. They want to get fucked up. They want to forget. But no one chooses to be an addict. Addiction is a disease. Choosing to do drugs is something that's self-destructive and something you do when you don't like yourself. But sometimes that turns into, I don't want to feel anything right now, until I don't want to feel anything ever again. And that's the difference. There's people that can do drugs and party and have no problem, and there's people that can do drugs that can't stop. And certain things, I always called myself, like, I was like, I am like, I don't deal with withdrawal. I can do anything and just put it down. I'm never going to be an addict. And then I shot heroin. And after I shot heroin, all out the fucking window. Heroin was my fucking best friend, was my lover, was everything. I fucking literally snorted heroin one weekend. The next weekend I was fucking shooting it. And I was shooting every single day from then on. Mind you, I still had a job, so I still looked like I was all good, but I was losing my fucking shit. I was working at a fucking kid store, managing this shit. Fucking managing a great store. My store was like on fucking point. But man, every night I got home from work and I'm shooting up in the fucking bathroom in Reading, fucking Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? Like, you go from like, this whole reality doesn't even make any sense. Like, you go from like this normal living life where you might just smoke some pot and just have some fun, to literally sitting in the bathroom in fucking Reading, some row house, fucking shooting up in your fucking hands because your veins and your arms are too fucked up at this point now. My arms, seriously, still have fucking scar tissue that will probably never go away. Like, I feel right here, and I can feel the bumps of fucking just shoving needles in my arms because I couldn't get them to fucking work. I have bigger arms. It's harder to fucking shoot. You can still see the fucking dents and shit of where I fucking used to shoot up. This tattoo I got for the exact reason of, this right here covers track marks. That's why I got this tattoo. Like, I was not a stupid junkie. I was a smart junkie. I was like, I can do this and still be able to survive. And you know what? I got really close to being able to do that, but I got really close to walking a very thin line to where I was going to be totally okay and I was going to die. Like, right before I met my wife, which is who really helped me get sort of sober, I was hanging out with drug dealers. And because I look the way I do and I'm happy and I'm nice and I'm pleasant, I was always allowed at the drug dealer's house. I was always allowed at the trap houses. Like, I don't look like a junkie. So I was allowed to go, like, I met their family, I met their kids, and like, it was all fucking gravy. But one of the guys wanted me to be his financial person. Like, he wanted me to keep track of who owes what and tell him when somebody owes him money and all this kind of stuff. So basically being his, like, sort of like bottom bitch without, the prostitution and all that. And I was totally down for it because I was like, you were gonna keep me high and I'll fucking make sure that, people pay you back. Golden. That motherfucker's in jail now for a very, very long time. And you know what? It's very easy for me to have been there. And even if that had happened, even if he didn't get arrested, yeah, I would have been a massive fucking addict. Massive addict at that point now. I was doing about a bundle a day. A bundle, for anyone who doesn't know, a bundle is 10 bags. So I was doing about 10 bags a day, which doesn't really, to me doesn't seem like a lot, but I guess could be a lot. Who knows? I mean, it's heroin, so anything's a lot. But I was doing about a bundle a day. Now, if I was getting where I was getting as much as I possibly wanted, as long as I was keeping track of this guy's financial situation, a bundle a day was not, I'm gonna be doing a brick a fucking day. You know what I mean? I would have OD'd a long time ago. I would have either OD'd or I would be fucking sucking dick for fucking, drugs. Like, there's nowhere good from this. You cannot be a functioning heroin addict. You can be a functioning many things. You can even be a functioning cokehead. You can't be a functioning heroin addict because heroin makes you so that you can't really do anything else. And for people who are in the naive world that you can just do heroin and it's just a party drug, what kind of party that you don't fucking move around? That's not a fucking party. You shoot heroin and you're for 2 hours. That's not a fucking party. And like, people, like, I go on Tumblr and there's all these fucking blogs about heroin and it's so romanticized, like so glamorous. I'm gonna go to Paris and shoot heroin under the stars, and it's not fucking romantic. It's not romantic to go to fucking trap houses and deal with fucking scumbags who are like, well, I'll give you this bundle or you can suck my dick. No, fuck you. You know what I mean? It's not some like great place that you get treated really well. You get treated like the piece of shit that pretty much you all usually are. You know what I mean? And yeah, it might be harsh, but it's the fucking reality of it. I was treated like shit because I deserved it. I was treating myself like shit. I was fucking, my biggest concern where I could fucking shoot up. I did not steal from anybody, like, family wise, but I stole. And I did some dirt. I did some shit that I'm not proud of. But that's how I supported my fucking habit. I always made a pact that I would never actually hurt someone. I would never steal from someone. But I did steal medication from my father that wasn't his. It was like my stepmom's sister's pills from like 4 years ago. Like, that was my thought process. I was like, okay, they're 4 years old. She's not using them, so it's okay for me to use these. It's okay for me to take these oxys and sell them so I can get some dope. And it's crazy because oxys are fucking amazing. But at that point, I didn't want any fucking oxys. I always loved pain pills. I always loved fucking opiates. Loved opiates. Love that. Warm, little coffee blanket of just opiates. Opiates are my lover. But you know what? You go from opiates where you're like, oh, I'm going to pay $25 to $30 for this fucking perk, or I'm going to buy $10 for this fucking bag of dope and get knocked the fuck out and be whoa. And honestly, the worst part is, like, I don't even, of course I miss the drug. When you are addicted to heroin, anyone who says that they don't miss it is a fucking liar. However, you miss a lot of it. You miss the ritual. I miss cooking it up in spoons. I miss filling my needle. I miss seeing the blood. I miss the fucking rush that you get and the tingle you get in the back of your ears right before you shoot, and then you go, ugh, and then you fall down. I miss everything about it. And days that I miss it, I fucking torture myself. I watch things like Intervention. I watch other people shoot up. I go on Tumblr and watch all these fucking people romanticizing this fucking drug like it's amazing. And it's like, you all are fucking so naive and stupid for 3 seconds to think that heroin is anything but shit. Like, seriously, if you're thinking about doing heroin because you don't care about your life and you're like, oh, well, I just want to try it, don't fucking do it. It will destroy you. If your life is shit now, it's just going to get shittier. Like, there's no way it's going to get anything better. Nothing good happens out of heroin. Like, go, I don't care what you do, like, do fucking perks. Do something. Yeah, perks suck too, and like opiates suck in general. They usually don't do anything good for you, but if you do fucking Percocet at least, you know what you're getting. I got a hot bag. I got very, very lucky because there's somebody out there in the world that is looking out for me. Like, my grandma, my grandpa, somebody, like, thank you. Because I got a hot bag, and I mixed that fucking bag up, and it was gel weird, and when, like, because usually when you mix a bag, it gets watery. Because I live in New Jersey, so we don't get tar, we get actual powder heroin. So you mix it up in a spoon, and it gets, like, this brown water, and you can put cotton in it and soak it up. This one got sort of gel-like. But me being the addict I was, instead of just being like, oh, that's gel-like, let me not do this bag, I took a little bit, like, maybe even, like, not even 10 cc's, shot that shit, and it felt like somebody fucking punched me in the fucking brain and just kept punching. I fell on the floor. I was like, ow, pain. And my best friend's like, 911 pain? And I was like, I don't know. And literally, I was like, I'm done. I'm not fucking shooting up anymore. I'm done. This fucking sucks. I'm done. Within 2 hours or so, I'm shooting up again. Because that's what this fucking drug does to you. So anyone who thinks they're naive enough that they can just try it and they're just being, rebellious and it's not going to affect you, it will affect you for the rest of your life. I have been sober for 5 fucking years, and there are still days like today where it's gloomy and doomy and, I don't really want to go outside. I would love to fucking do heroin right now, but you can't. It ruins your fucking life and it's there forever. For the rest of your life, you are going to want to shoot up. For the rest of your life, you are going to dream about heroin. You are going to dream about the opiate cloud, and you're going to forget all the bad shit. You're going to remember the fun parts, the parts where you feel all soft and warm and comfy, and you're going to forget how it almost fucking killed you. So if you're thinking for a second that doing heroin would be anything but a fucking horrible idea, learn from me. It ruins your fucking life. Okay, my best friend, my ride or die, something I've been friends with since I was 16 fucking years old, I can't even talk to anymore because the person that I fell in love with, the person that was my best fucking friend, is dead. Now there's just the shell of a person that used to be super amazing that no one gets to see. My wife has never seen her as amazing as she is, and it's so sad because, like, I talk about her and my wife hates her, and I understand why she hates her, but I'm like, man, if you just got to see the person that she was before drugs got into her, you would understand why it hurts me not to talk to her. I don't know. Just had a rant there, guys. Don't do fucking heroin. It ruins your fucking life. And if you think for 5 seconds that you are stronger than it, you're not. No one is stronger than fucking heroin. Heroin will kill you.